Wu-Tang and American Saga, Season 2, Episode 2, Brooklyn Zoo. Yes, you see that the family, the Bobby Diggs and his family are celebrating that he was acquitted of the charges in the trial of the shooting. And they're having a little celebration. Before that, he talks to his brother, Divine. And Divine is getting out the halfway house and he's completed the program and he's trying to get himself a job and get himself straightened out. And he tells him that, it's a great opportunity because they got a second chance and we don't need to ruin that second chance opportunity. He also talks to Method Man and by three-way Method Man, Ason, and Gary or Genius and Rebel, Inspector Deck. So that's going on. Then you see Method Man and You Got Her talking in the car, and he's telling that Bobby got out of jail. He's back home, and they talking and whatnot. Then you got SHAH Raekwon, who is been going to the studio making demos, and he sees Power in a nice whip. Power wants to give him a ride to the studio. He said, "No, I don't want to ride with you because I don't want to get in no more trouble, and I'm trying to do something different with my life." And he said, "If you ever need any a little bit of extra money for your demos, you can move a couple packages for me if you want to." And he's like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." So he catches the bus and goes to the studio. He went over the time limit or the time minute for the session, for the demo session, and the guy that ran the studio wouldn't give him his tape. Said that he wanted to have all the money in order to get his tape. So he's kind of messed up. He's kind of pissed off about that, and he's real tight with his mom. His mom telling him, as long as you get yourself on the righteous path, keep yourself on the righteous path, and he told him he promised mom that he's going to try to do better and try to get her out of this condition so she'll be in a better environment. So you got that going on. Bobby's trying to start back working on his music again. He hadn't been working on music in a while. And start going back, and his mom comes down there and says that she stole one of his her Oche albums, and he said, Levert. He's like, I know who that is, Jerry Levert. I mean Levert, and all these different people. She's like, I know all these people. She was like joking with him, saying, I mean, I can sing on one of your songs. Like, no, you gotta know how to spit bars. You don't know how to spit bars. I can't put you on my records. it's really it's really nice. They got a real good family situation. They really close, and you got that going on. A son, he was messing with this girl in his neighborhood, and the boyfriend came by there and saw him up there. What's this guy doing at her house? And he was kind of upset. And then this same guy and them confront A son on the when he's coming out, and they beat him up. His cousin Gary is selling bootleg kung fu movie CDs and whatnot, trying to make some hustle, trying to make some money. And so he goes to his cousin. He's like, "What happened to you?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm messing with this girl, and their boyfriend beat me up." And he said, "Your name is Ason Unique. You gotta, you know, represent who you are." And he's giving him the 5% of the lessons and whatnot, and talk to him as a man to man. So Ason goes back there and talks to him man to man, and the guy ain't feeling that, and them guys beat him up again. So he goes back to his cousin Gary, and they got the Hebrew Israelites out there preaching, And Gary and the other guy to represent the 5% of nation. So they were preaching from the Hebrews, that preaching for the Bible, and he was trying to recite the 5% of lessons, and then going back and forth. It sounds a lot what's going on YouTube. If you pay attention to all these debates, Hebrew versus 5%ers, Hebrew versus Kemetic. I digress. You know what I mean? So anyway, so he sees Ason sees the video on the table, the one man army. I guess is old dirty bastard, and he goes back this time and sees the boyfriend of the girl, the ex-boyfriend, and beats the guy up. And then he another clip where he and the girl are talking, and she sees the guys with the baseball bats, and the guy got this rifle coming at him. And she said, "You better watch yourself. They're gonna hurt you." He said, "I ain't worried about them. I already took care of that stuff. I took care of it." So the guy pulls the gun on him. He turns the gun out of his hand and shoots it up in the air, and those guys run like mice. And he said, "I'm Ason, the one army." So yeah, so you got that going on, and so Bobby is talking to DLOVER, aka Ghostface, and telling that he's been reading some books about the music business industry, and he's been really studying hard on how it's a business aspect to it, not just the artistry. So he's been reading up all books on there, and he was talking to Dennis, and Dennis saying, "I don't believe music's gonna take care of me and my family. I got to do what I got to do to take care of my little baby and my girl and everything. So I can't depend on music." So he plays him a song that he made. He said, "I ain't got the drums on here right." And he's playing "All I Got Is You." And it resonates with DLOVER. He said, "When I hear this song, I think about my childhood coming up and everything." So he said, "Well, I'm going to give you this tape and you can do whatever you need to do with it." And he said he's going back to New York to get back straightened out, to get back with his career, getting back focused with his music and back on his path. And he told his girl about it. She's not too happy about him leaving. But he said that he's still gonna come. He's still gonna probably get her to come whenever things get straightened out. And you know, he talking to his mom about it. At the same time, SHAH goes to the studio and hears that it is Paris, not Paris. Eric Sherman. Eric Sherman from EPMD is working on some music. And he's like, "Man, you are great, man. I like what y'all doing and everything." And he said, and then he steps out a little bit, and then he said, "Wait a minute, are you SHAH?" He's like, "Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's Raekwon SHAH." "Yeah, yeah." He's like, "I heard some of your music, man. You're doing some good things. Maybe me and you can work on a project together." He's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." So he talks to the guy, the demo guy, the guy that makes the demos, the one that makes the studio, runs the studio. He's like, "I got your money." He's like, "Don't worry about the money. I gave your demo to somebody from the leaders of the new school, and they're interested in maybe working with you on some songs or whatever, right?" And he said, "The money that you owe me, you can keep that. If you come that next day, whatever, for the session, that money is your money. You can keep it in your pocket." He said, "Really?" "Yeah, be here on time." He said, "I'm going to be here." So he told his mom about it, and she's like pleased and everything. He's getting ready to leave her house or their house, whatever. And he sees, Method Man and all of them. They up there playing dice, and somebody was arguing, and somebody pulls out a gun, and the gun ricochets and hits SHAH by accident in the leg, and he's bleeding out his leg real bad. And Method Man's trying to help him and stuff. And it's just real bad because, that was a little opportunity that he could have got, and that kind of ruined his chances because he ain't going to be able to make it to that session. And Bobby talked to his mom that he learned his lessons, and he's going to try to do what's right and get himself back on his path with his music and stuff, his passion and stuff. And it goes off. And this is the episode 2 of the Wu-Tang American Saga, episode 2, Season 2, Brooklyn Zoo. If you like my video, please hit that like icon and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.